But we both got to know one of the titans of American folk music who played there all the time. It was a man named Lightning Hopkins. So it was only natural that we had to record a Lightning Hopkins song on our record, right? But there's a small little story that goes with this one. You know, Jimmie Dale has been around the world many times. Believe me. He has spoken with the enlightened, the unenlightened, the informed, the uninformed, the big, the small, the loud, the quiet. He's talked to them all. He's even been in a movie. I think it was Roadhouse. I'm not sure. Something about smoke. Something. I don't know. Anyway, but when our record came out last year, I got to tell Jimmie Dale something that no one, from Lubbock to Paris, France to Tokyo had ever said to Jimmie Dale Gilmore. We were in a diner in New Jersey, okay? And I got a call on my mobile cellular device. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Thank you. And then I turned to Jimmie Dale and said, Jimmie Dale, I'm going to tell you something that no one has ever said to you before in your life. And Jimmy looked at me and said, I doubt it. But I held the ace. And I said, Jimmie Dale, I have just been informed that our album, that has my name on it, but it has your name on it. And this has been said to me before, but it had never been said to Jimmie Dale before. And I said, Jimmie Dale Gilmore, your new album is #1 on the Billboard blues charts. No one has ever said that to him.
I want to tell a little story from the Ash Grove days that I forgot about. It's a story about Lightning Hopkins. This is, oddly enough, like Dave said, we didn't know each other back then, but we were being really influenced by the same bunch of musicians. And it's in the time when I was learning how to play, and I'd come from this totally country music background, but I discovered that the blues was the mother lode. Everything came from it. And I just loved Lightning Hopkins. He was from Texas, but I never saw him in Texas. I got to be friends with him out in LA and at the Ash Grove. And he, one night though, when, of course I wasn't performing, I was just in the audience, you know, and I guess Dave was there too. I don't know. We found that out last year. But Lightning was being introduced, and Ed Pearl, the owner, he came over the PA with this booming voice, and he said, and now the man whom even the Beatles have called the most soulful cat alive, Lightning Hopkins. And that was funny to me because they called him Lightning. That doesn't sound like Texas to me. That's lightning, you know. But there was an old black guy sitting right behind me, and he made a comment that changed my life forever. And I'll just leave it to you to figure out why. He said, after Ed Pearl said that, after he said the Beatles had given such high endorsement of lightning, this old guy behind me said, yeah, well, what's Lightning say about the Beatles? Whoa! And I just kind of turned everything around. I was like, yeah. Lightning has more, what's the word? He's got more, he's more entitled to an opinion. And I love the Beatles. Sorry, Danny. Danny Bland is our road manager. He doesn't like the Beatles. But I do. But I like Lightning better. So we're going to do a loud Lightning song.